What's going on, YouTube? How's it going? Haven't been on in a while. Been working hard out here. But I wanted to talk about something today. Got a pretty good topic, I think. A lot of people have brought it up, so I figured I'd talk about it too. I could give my little input on it. So, what it is why men are avoiding marriage. Well, a lot of men nowadays are avoiding marriage because they see how it's only benefits the woman doing it. I mean, if you have a divorce, if there was you all were to split up and have a divorce, it seems like it benefits the woman. She walks away with all your money, all your houses, whatever. She walks away with everything. It's like it benefits her. Plus, these women aren't being faithful anymore. They cheating, and letting social media influence them, comparing comparing their other relationships to theirs, and all they just it doesn't seem like it's working out anymore. They file divorce like they say 70, like 80% of the time. Most women file divorce. That's argumentative. I can say, it depends on what the situation is. If I was a woman and I filed divorce, I can't blame them for filing divorce if the man cheated or if the man beating on them. But if it's not that, then they just see how they can walk away with a man's money, with the man, walk away with the money, the house, the kids, and everything else. Sometimes it don't always last. They realize it's not enough income for them to last on their own. But then again, they'll get that man, their divorced husband, their ex-husband income, their income, and then they'll go get another man and have his income. So there's three incomes they got coming in, and they'll get and they'll be able to afford to live. But it's hard nowadays. It's not like it used to be back in the days where people stayed together. Grandma and grandpa from the 40s and 50s, 30s, or whatever, and stayed together. It's not like that anymore. They didn't have social media like that. They weren't influenced the way that we are nowadays. They didn't have all that. But it's hard. It's not easy no more. It's difficult. I'm not married because I got to find the right person. Our goals and our vision have to align with each other. Our lifestyles have to align. Everything has to, it has to. Nobody's perfect, but it still has to have to be in alignment together with each other. But it's not easy. I'm not married because I will not settle. It's just me, and I have to find the right person who handles conflicts, who handles problems well, because problems are gonna come in any relationship. Some people have problems, and some ladies have problems, and they run first time there's a problem. They get on. They just want a divorce or want to break up or whatever. I guess some guys do it too, but a lot of times I've seen more women do that. Most of the time. So I don't know. I mean, it seems like the divorce benefits the woman. It benefits her. You sign a contract with her, a marriage contract with her, to where it benefits her. If it doesn't work, she wins. So it's not. That's a hard pill to swallow, knowing that if this thing doesn't go as planned, doesn't go well, doesn't work out, she's gonna walk away with half of my salary, half of my 401k, our bank accounts, child support, alimony, etc. The cars, the houses, whatever. She's gonna walk away with that. You know, so it just benefits her. It's almost like when a man get married to the woman, you're like a slave almost. You got to do what she says. I mean, they listen to her because if things go wrong, she's up and decide, hey, I want a divorce. I don't want to be with you anymore. Then she's gonna walk away with everything. She's gonna benefit. She's gonna win. And then if you look at social media, what these women are looking for nowadays is 6'6", 6 feet, six figures, six pack. I mean, they get a lot of them have unrealistic expectations, in a man. And then it's like, well, what are you? You want all this in a man, but are you all that in a woman? And it's like, if you're chasing that kind of man, don't you think every other woman is chasing that man? So he's gonna have a big pool of women to choose from. He's gonna have a wide range of women to choose from himself, and what's gonna make him be faithful to you? He's 6 figures. You only making 40,000 a year or 30,000 a year. What's gonna make him want you? What about his expectation? What did he want? You got to think about all that too. Um, but no, it's tough nowadays. Men, a lot of men they just don't want to do it anymore. It seems like it's just benefiting them, and then some men, people I know in marriages are miserable. I know some guys that want out. And I know some females that want out too, but I know some guys that want out. Like, man, I wish I never had to done. I wish I'd never done this. I wish I had to live my life longer, that done more in my own life, longer personally, and accomplished more on my purpose, on my grind, and then looked at marriage. Then came to that after I got myself established. Because now it's hard trying to establish myself when I have her and she wants to do this, that, and the third. She wants to do this, and she's kind of pulling against what I'm trying to do, and it's tough. So I can understand that. But a lot of men are just opting out of marriage nowadays. As I get older, I'm not gonna. The closer, the more I get to the point where I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna wait to get this far and then lose fooling with her, because I don't know. She can be playing a good game. People can take you a year or two down the road and show you who they really are. That's why I tell people to wait before you propose to them. Let's see who they are. Let me see you doing all seasons. All seasons meaning angry, upset, problems. We're having this. We're having good times, bad times. Let me see you doing the whole years. Let me see how you are. And I can't ignore the red flags. Let me see how you really are. And it is what it is. Now, people just don't need to marry. Maybe y'all can just stay together and not marry. That's an option. Say don't have to get the government involved in y'all mess. Don't have to get the state involved in it. You just stay together, not marry, and be by yourself, and not necessarily by yourself, but just be together and let that be it. If y'all ever split up, then y'all walk away with your own stuff. If you bought a house together, which you can just sell it and split the equity, and that's it. Go your own ways. Whatever y'all have in y'all joint account together, split it up and go your own way. That's how that works. Instead of having to get the government involved as far as the kids go, and work on a co-parenting situation where you get the kids man get the kid on the weekend or during the week, or however you want to, whoever best fit to take care of the kids full time, and you do it that way. I'm kind of leaning towards that as I get older, towards just a co-parenting situation, a co-parent agreement, I guess. I don't know, I'm just leaning more towards, I don't know. It seems like that's the best option for me as you get, or any man as you get older. You just like, I don't want to split up my assets with you. I don't want to split up the things that I own and got with you, whatever. So, but I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. You may not want to split things up. You may not want to pay them alimony. You may just want to just keep it. You keep your house, they keep their house. You may want to be it like that. Some people do it. Some people say it works. Some couples actually say that works. They live in separate homes. So they got this space. And I can kind of understand that. You have your own individuality time. So, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about this. Why men are opting out of marriage nowadays? Why men don't want to get married anymore? And I just told you my opinion. But like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel. And let me know what you think. But don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button. All in one. Subscribe. I got a lot of more great videos coming out. You're going to love it. Trust me. And let's keep growing. Let's keep going. Let's keep building. And until then, I'll see you guys next video.